Auf Wiedersehen. Lizzie, what on earth are you doing? Not like to catch anything in the Smart HQ.
That's where you're wrong, you see, because I've just scooped up this week's SOS message, and there's a bit of a watery theme to this one.
Our SOS comes from Guildford in Surrey, and it concerns this stuff. Water, water everywhere. This week there's going to be a raft race along here, the River Way. 70 rafters all trying to keep afloat and get to the finishing line first. And we want your help to make a crafty raft for the difference. Go on, Smart though, take the plunge. And make a splash in Guildford.
OK, I'm ready to set sail for Guildford. I've got all the swimming gear. It's going to be fun.
Call that swimming gear? This is swimming gear.
Jay, you always have to go too far, don't you? The idea is to stay on top of the water, not under the water. No, this calls for a sensible team. Come on, Lizzie. Why do I bother? Here we are in the heart of Surrey, in a place where its castle was built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century. And it was also the home of Alice in Wonderland creator Lewis Carroll. Well, if you haven't clocked it by now, we're in Guildford. So, this is it, our challenge, our treacherous ocean, our vast waters to capture, our rapid raceway to endure. What?
Well, Mark, it's only the River Way and it's only 4 feet deep and it's very calm.
What's so challenging about that for Smart on the road?
Well, the trouble is, our raft looks like that at the moment.
But that is just a pile of old junk.
Mark, tomorrow that junk has to be the best raft ever.
Right. Well, we better make haste with the waste and put our thinking caps on. This way, guys. Now we've got our entry forms for the raft race, and this year's theme is 1,000 years of discovery. Now, what we need to do is to discover how good we are at coming up with some ideas. In fact, I think it's time we got scribbling. Come on, guys, forward. Now, our young designers are very busy transforming their drawings into models. Now, Karen, what's that rather interesting-looking vessel down there?
It's the Titanic.
And who are those two rather interesting-looking people on the front?
It's you and Busy Lizzie.
Oh, on the front, just like the film. That's sweet. And, now, don't tell me, that's a Viking longship.
No, it's a pirate ship.
A pirate ship? Ah, Long John Spatey and all that, right, I like that. Now, what's this lollipop-tastic craft, mate?
It's an electricity raft.
Electricity and water, do you think that's a good combination?
No.
I love your flag. Tell us a bit about this then.
These side bits are the floats, which are going to be rockets, and in between's going to be the moon.
That's lovely, great stuff. Right, let's see what Jonathan's up to. Jonathan, what are you doing?
Well, here's a bed, and I'm going to put somebody ill on it.
Somebody ill on it? Well, you've got a picture here, haven't you? You've got 2 bones there, and there's the poor old patient. Great, it's a good idea though, medicine, yeah. You see, 1,000 years of discovery. I'm rather intrigued by this unusual-looking craft. Peter, what is it?
It's an Egyptian raft.
Egyptian raft, right. And what are those 2 tubes underneath?
They're Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun, and he's supporting the pyramids. Yeah. Oh, I like that one. I like it a lot. Right, let's go to the final table. Hannah, what are you doing?
Well, this is a raft about gravity, and that's an apple tree.
Right, of course, Isaac Newton discovered gravity, didn't he? Is it going to float?
Yes.
And finally, we have a longboat or a galleon.
Actually, it's a Greek ship.
It looks wonderful, nonetheless. In fact, all your ideas are wonderful. But which one do we pick? Right, we've collected all the models of the rafts, which look amazing, but we can only choose one. So which is it to be? Which one gets your thumbs up, guys?
What about the Egyptian one?
The Egyptian one?
Yeah, the Egyptian one's good.
Yeah. That's it. No, it's the Egyptian one it is. I should say congratulations to Peter. And I should say it couldn't be a Pharaoh decision. What? Now, to make a smart raft, of course, it has to be water-worthy. In other words, it has to be able to float. And so do the materials that construct it. For instance, wood. Does wood float? Not too well. Don't worry, though, I've got a bit of rope and I can haul it back, so please don't go throwing things in the river. It's not very clever. Now, to make that piece of wood float, simply add these airtight plastic containers. Now, watch this. When they're strapped on the bottom, it floats! Yes, HMS Pallet, God bless you and all that's sailing you. Now, we decided to use Peter's design here for our raft, which is wonderful because it's like really bright gold and this lovely sort of pyramid on top. So what we did, we took some of his ideas and incorporated them into our own finished result here. As you can see, the two Tutankhamons with 3 pyramids on the top there. Now, we know what materials we want to use, so if you just come over here and look at this fantastic flotation tank-type thingy. Remember I showed you those airtight, watertight containers on the pallet? Well, this is the Big Bertha of floats. But I still think a lot of work needs to be done. In fact, it needs to be painted. In other words, it's time. It's time.
Get busy!
Ah, this looks like the right place. Lizzie's workshop. Lizzie, are we keeping busy?
Of course, Mark, yeah. I'm painting your flotation tanks with this gorgeous gold colour to give it a real rich Egyptian feel. And also these bits of wood that I've got here, I'm working out how to make a platform for us to sit on our way down the river.
Nice. Well, I still think we need some more decorative ideas. In fact, I think I need to get painting myself. Not myself, I mean Tutankhamun. Right, yeah. And here he is, King Tutankhamun himself. Now, while our smart artists are busy painting King Tut's body, I'm working on his head using this reference. And as you can see, our raft will really come alive when it sets sail.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Now, Pharaoh Tutankhamun was only 18 when he died over 3,000 years ago, where he lay undiscovered until 1922 when archaeologist Howard Carter unearthed his remains. Now, it was said that his death mask was extremely ornate, and that's exactly what we try to do here, is recreate that ornate look. Although we couldn't get it gold-plated, I think we've made him look pretty good. In fact, I reckon King Tut looks pretty cute.
Egyptian, walk like an Egyptian.
Yes, it's all going swimmingly with our raft, but if you want to know how to make your own floating masterpiece, here's how to in...
Home delivery!
To make your yellow subtub, you'll need 1 large plastic bottle, 2 smaller plastic bottles, 1 yoghurt pot, yellow and black acrylic paints, PVA glue, 2 lolly sticks, and 8 sweet lids and scissors. Firstly, cut out a rectangle approximately 15 centimetres by 6 centimetres in the large bottle. Stick the 2 smaller bottles to the large bottle and stick the yoghurt pot to the base of the large bottle using PVA glue. Leave these to dry. Next, paint the subtub yellow and paint the bottle tops, the sweet lids and 2 lolly sticks black. When dry, stick the sweet lids to the large bottle to form portholes. Then cut the 2 lolly sticks in half and stick them in a cross shape and attach to the yoghurt pot using PVA glue. Then paint a front window and propellers onto the subtub. Finally, fill your raft with bath bits, and here's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for the launch. God bless this raft and all who scrub in her. Now, our Egyptian raft would be quite complete without a set of pyramids, and this is how we're going about making them. Basically, we've got 4 triangular pieces of card, which we've then stuck together with good old masking tape, like so, to form that sort of triangular shape. And when all stuck together, it looks something like this. Now, Lizzie, you've got a very interesting painting technique.
I have, yeah. This is just emulsion paint
Yeah.
that I've mixed with this really fine sand, and it gives that great textured effect. So when it dries, it looks like that.
Fantastic. Well, there it is. Perfect pyramid. Now, come on, Hannah. Higher, glue, fix. Higher, glue, fix. Hieroglyphics. Yes, I know it's a bit of a tenuous link, but hieroglyphics are a very important way of communicating to Egyptians thousands of years ago. Each letter is represented by a picture. Now, we have Peter down here who's cutting out all the different shapes, and there are some very pretty shapes, interesting shapes as well, and we've got our own name spelt out here, look. S-M-A-R-T, believe it or not. That's a hook, an owl, an eagle, a pair of lips, and a donut. Well, it all makes perfect sense to me. And Alec over here is busy sticking all these hieroglyphs onto strips of card. When rearranged, they'll spell smart on the road, which will look fab on our raft. Well, it's the morning of the race now and our raft is complete. Just look at it, it looks fantastic. This has been very busy. Check this out, we've got our own Smart on the Road flag on the back. Now, Lizzie, in your construction, did you use any special nails?
Oh, only usual river nails.
On that bombshell, I think we should hit the water and see if our raft floats. Fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1, lift. Wow. Well, it's certainly not light.
Hey!
Yes.
Woohoo!
We'll stay forever this way.
Hang on a minute. Cut. The Titanic. That's not very optimistic, is it? This boat is unsinkable.
Absolutely.
Right? So come on, we've got to win.
Okay.
Now, this is Barry Groom, his youth group leader of this rabble. Now, Barry, although we're hoping to last the course, safety is important.
Oh, most definitely, Mark. We're convinced that the raft is going to last the course, and I can assure you all these kids are really strong swimmers. But it's essential that they have life jackets on just in case somebody goes overboard.
Now, we're going to be looked after along the riverbanks.
Oh yes, all the way along the riverbanks there'll be marshals who are also lifeguards, and of course there'll be St John's ambulance volunteers as well.
So, although we're having fun, we are taking part in a specially organised event, which is important.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Right, we're all set now. We're about to set sail to the start of the race. Our good friend Martin is giving us a lift. So, Martin, when you're ready, let's go. Well, we've arrived at the start of the race, and I reckon it's time we eyed up some of the competition. Well, Phileas Fogg, around the world in 80 days. I reckon it's going to take you 80 days to get up the river in that fruit basket.
Well, what's in of your raft? I don't think you're going to get back to start point.
Right, you might be eating humble pie, Mr. Fogg.
so-
What can you say? That's fantastic. I don't know if to talk to you or switch you on. Where are your legs? What you got tied around your ankle? Let's have a look. Look at that, a ball and chain. So if you fall in the water, you're going to sink, aren't you? Now, guys, do you think you're going to win? Yes! Is the smart vessel going to win? No! I'm going. Well, I don't believe we found another Egyptian raft. Fancy stealing our idea. No, I think we were here first, definitely. Now, of course, the raft is finished, but we wouldn't be entering into the spirit of things without a bit of makeup. Now, obviously, I'm King Toot. Who are you, Lizzie?
Cleopatra coming at you.
Coming at you, yes, and we're coming at you to that finish line because it looks like the race is about to commence.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying. I am flying.
I've never done anything
was
like
unreal.
that in my entire life.
Absolutely exhausted. Well, Lizzie, you look beautiful. Well done, guys. Now, have you all had a good time?
Yeah.
You're feeling tired?
Yeah.
We've done brilliant. In fact, even though we didn't win, we still won a one-off trophy, a Best Presented Raft Award. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I think we ought to go and have a little rest now. So, we'll see you again next week for Smart on the Road. Until then, bye! If you'd like a fact sheet on this week's home delivery, then send a stamped addressed A4 envelope to Smart on the Road, P.O. Box 5053, London W12 6AW. Or if you need your situation smartened and have an arty project for Smart on the Road, then write to us at the same address or email us at smart@bbc.co.uk. So until next week, stay smart.